Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I got a lot of requests. Ken, will you do a vocal coach reacts to the top 10 singers without auto-tune? So sure, why not? What the heck? I haven't seen this yet. The thumb looks like a bunny, so let's check it out. Here we go. Here we got Ariana Grande first. Nice. Okay, a couple things. Walking down that, if you took a really close look at that, were those guys keeping her from falling down the stairs? I think they were actually, because those boots might have been kind of hard to walk in. Maybe she's fallen before in them. And singing the song, trying to concentrate on that. But these are all live vocals so far. That's pretty cool. I don't know if they're live or not, but we're going to find out. So here we go. Obviously, this is live. She's a great little talent, man. She's awesome. For such a little body frame, she sure packs a wallet, doesn't she? Okay, so we got out Ariana, we're into Justin Bieber, baby. Got some Bieber sauce going on, let's check it. Slide, it's cool. A lot of processing. It's been a hell of a ride, driving the edge of a knife, never let you go. A lot of processing. So don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you. Let me love you. Now, by the way, remember we were talking in one of the other videos, you guys, I don't know if you remember this or if I've released this yet or not. We were talking about if someone moves off of a microphone, how the volume goes away really gnarly and you can tell if they're really singing. Well, that's actually an SM7 and that's pretty forgiving. So it has quite a distance where you can get off that mic if you're using some compression and whatnot. Where you can get kind of far away from the mic and it still carries some of the tone and whatnot of the original closer mic signal. So if you see, he is coming in and out of the mic, but you can see when he goes far away enough, you know, it completely disappears altogether. So it's legit. Give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up. See the volume coming in and out. Let me love you. No. Said you're running out of time. What do you mean? Cool. Oh, 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 what do you mean? A lot of processing. Better make up your mind, what do you mean? Okay, that part right there sounded a little bit like auto-tune, like live auto-tune. Let's listen to that again. I'm just gonna scooch this back real. There's something called artifacts you can listen for auto-tune. You go, and it kind of shifts when the vocal is not clean and the computer has to make Melodyne or something has to make up its mind what note are you trying to sing. And so sometimes if it's too exact or other times you'll notice that you'll hear like a little click or a little and it'll shift really quick. So let's take a close listen to that and see what happened there. Wait, what am I doing? Let's go back. Sorry about that. There we go. My bad. Said you're running out of time, what do you mean? Oh, 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 what do you mean? Better make up your mind, what do you mean? That sounds auto-tuned. Is it too late now to say sounds like there's some correction on there. More than just your body, yeah. Did you hear that? My body, yeah. Right? Go back and take a close listen to that and you can hear the artifacts in that, okay? So what it means is that it's shifting like a stair step really hard in the pitch and it's trying to grab onto it. So listen really closely to that. Here we go again. Right? You can, I'm gonna give it a, let's continue. Processing there, man. Nothing like Ariana Grande that we just listened to. As long as you love me. That sounded very auto-tuned. The way you look that much, oh baby, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you guys a really embarrassing story. I want to go back to the beginning of this. He's wearing a Crown headset wireless microphone. I used to use the exact same mic. In fact, that mic, I believe, by Crown, designed it for big country star, I got friends in low places, Garth Brooks, right? I think I was the first person they designed it for, because Garth would like to go out in the audience, as did I many, many years ago. And when you'd go out in front of the audience, they'd see the speakers that are in the background, they'd feed back really bad. So they made a mic that had that inverted the sound in a way where it had a phase cancellation, to where the minute feedback started, it would cut off the sound of the mic so that it wouldn't feed back into a loop through the system. So he's wearing the same mic. So here's my really embarrassing story, okay? So we're going to do this European trip, right? And we're rehearsing, and as any good band should do, you rent a rehearsal room and you work up your music and you bring in friends and, you know, fans and whatever to play to see what's working live and what isn't, and, you know, to get a response. And so I had a really bad, was getting a really bad stomach flu, if you know what I mean. And I had this mic on, and we were at a place called SIR Recording Studios. It's a big sound stage in Los Angeles. And so it's a pretty good sized place. I mean, it seats, you know, you can pack about 800 people in there. It's a lot. And so we invited a ton of friends, and it was catered, and it was really nice. And all of a sudden the urge kind of came. So I ran out to the bathroom, and I just kabloom, man. It was just like, oh my gosh, you know. So, and I go back in, and it's dead silent, and everyone's looking at me. And I go, everything okay? Okay. And I went, oh, I forgot to turn my mic off. And I'm like mortified. And everyone is just laughing their butts off. And it was just like, you heard through a 10,000 watt PA system, you know, and I'm walking back in, and I was just so embarrassed. I can't even begin to tell you. It reminds me of the time I was in Germany, and I think we were in Frankfurt, and they had this handicapped toilet thing, and I went in to go to the bathroom, not to give you too much TMI, but they had this giant button that you push, and this huge metal door open, and there was the toilet. So I went in, and it was a handicap thing, and there was this whole plane of people that were sitting out, you know, waiting for their flight. And so some guy comes up to get into the bathroom because he has to go. I'm sitting on the john, and he pops the button, and this door goes, and I'm just sitting there, and all these people, 300 people waiting for their flight, are just staring at me, right? I'm like, and I'm trying to get up, and there's no button to close the door, nothing, you just gotta wait. The door automatically closes. They do that for handicap reasons so they can rescue the guy, right? So anyway, back to my other story. So one of the guitar players that was in the band, or the other guitar player, in my first part of the story, back to the Crown microphone. Hold on, guys, I'll get to Justin Bieber in a minute. He made so much fun of me. And so the next day when we went to go get on the plane, it's like, hey, where's the other guitar player? I'd say his name, but I don't want to embarrass him too much. And so he shows up like, you're supposed to get to an international flight 2 hours before departure. And here it is like an hour before departure, and there's no show on this guy. And I'm like, what is going on? So I see this peaked, yellow-faced guy dragging his guitar just in his suitcase, and I'm like, oh no. He goes, dude, I can kill you, right? So, the guy that made the most fun of me, he actually got it. And I was looking for him on the plane. I go, has anyone seen our guitar player? I'd say his name, but I can't. And I go, no. So I see him, and I go and knock on the bathroom. He goes, you should just strap a freaking seatbelt in here. That's the whole way. So we get to Newark, New Jersey, our layover, and he didn't have any underwear or anything with him. He goes, dude, you got to score me some underwear, man, like now. And there are all these kiosks, and you've probably been in Newark, for you guys that know what I'm talking about. And the only kiosk there was like a lingerie kiosk for girls. And I had to buy him some girls' lingerie to get him the rest of the way to Germany. And then the sad part was the promoters, a real sweet young gal named Marion, and her family, who were big fans of the band. Her mom was also named Miriam. And so she brought her mom to the rehearsal the day before, and they put us up in this gorgeous chalet. You know, it was in Liechtenstein. And it was our first show. And so I asked the next night in the show, the young Miriam, the promoter, I said, hey, where's your mom? She goes, oh, she's not feeling so good. So anyway, all the way back to Justin Bieber Crown. Sorry, Kid Tamplin stories, the road stories, but hey, hopefully you'll appreciate them. And let's get back to the Beeb. Here we go. Love yourself. Oh, it's enough Beeb. Rihanna. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. That was nice. She's definitely singing that. Good pitch. Good tone. Nice. Good job. 2 thumbs up for Rihanna. Beyonce, baby. It's pretty easy to sing low like this, so I hope that the editor of this video gives her high stuff too. Because I'll tell you what, man, like songs like Love on Top, it's whatever, those songs are so hard to sing, epic. I actually worked up a version of Love on Top with, we actually did a full-on Skype session with Sony Seneca, so look that up. She did a killer job. And she even said it kept beating her down, but we rehearsed it. And Sony was able to sing the whole thing a cappella. So check it out, Seneca McKee or Sony, and look Love on Top, and you'll get a chance to see kind of how we worked that up for her to get her to sing it. So.
I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking.
Come on, when are the background singers gonna start busting out? I wanna hear
I'm never gonna shut you out. It's everywhere I'm looking now. I'm surrounded by your embrace.
That's nice.
Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my savior.
Hey, by the way, nice bracelet. I had to say that, I don't know why. That's cool. Look at how cool that hair is. Cool, that's a Seal song. Hey, before we move on, I'm doing a reaction on Seal, and he's just a force. So I've got a reaction for Kissed by a Rose and the song Crazy. And check that out. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this stuff, but he's really a great artist. Cool. Jessie J. She's a talent. She is so underrated. I don't understand how some singers get all the accolade and just rule the earth. And I'm not saying she isn't super popular, mostly popular throughout Australia, New Zealand, and throughout Asia and Southeast Asia. But gosh, I'd really love to see her get the attention that she deserves because she is a force, man, straight up. Cool. I love that kind of singing.
Can you feel that share? We're paying with love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world.
She's got that caprino vibrato, the goat swiggle.
Oh, let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place.
Nice. Got Miley. For all my life. Okay, by the way, I did a version of that, so you got to check it out. I actually did it more like the original, so I'll put that in the description tag if I can remember. And then Jolene, that she's doing right now, I also did that with my student Sarah Loera, so check out our version of Jolene. I think we've done other songs on here too, I just forgot. But anyways, check this out. Okay, now, by the way, I know that mic really well, and she's not singing live, so whoever said, now it may not be auto-tuned, but it's definitely a pre-recorded thing, and and you're not hearing that mic as a live mic. That's a great mic for harmonica, by the way. Now that's live.
Comes to life.
Not the best technique. By the way, guys, man, we don't want to pull in the throat like that, guys. Again, I have a singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, and I break all of this stuff down by every little detail, and that's some pretty unhealthy approach to singing an O, vowel. You're singing like hook, and you really want to start in the O position. To get more of a round sound so you're not pulling in the throat and dragging muscle mass up with you, so.
Oh no, did I get too good?
It's nice.
Oh, did I almost see what's really on the inside?
Good job, Katie.
Oh, yesterday.
That microphone kills me. Look at that mic stand. Like, look at that thing. Look at that. At like 5:47 into the video, that like diamond splat. I had another Ken Tamplin story. Come on, hang with me for a minute. I had this jacket. It got stolen, but I had this jacket that was made out of kind of all rhinestones, and it was like all star-studded, whatever. So when the lights hit it, went off. It looked like a sunburst or something going off. And I remember, who's the guy that did I Don't Want to Fall in Love? Oh, darn it, you should know his name. But anyway, he had a jacket like that too. And it was really cool to see him put it on and walk out with this just like blinding jacket. So her mic and her mic stand are kind of like that. Hey, look at the guy in the background, the guitar player. Gosh, he looks a lot like Steve Lukather from Toto, man. Check that out. Look up Steve Lukather and then look at this guy, and it's like a pretty spitting image of him. So anyway, Chris Isaak. That's what I said. Chris Isaak is the one that wore that jacket. Got Tom Hanks in the audience.
I don't know.
Good Beatles. Say. Cool. Good job, Katie. I got Taylor going on here.
Daddy said stay away from Jude. Never miss a beat.
I don't know why, but I like this song. Shake it up, shake it up. There's another person that's used. We did a Sia video, and I was talking about how she, she's afraid to sing in public and stuff, and so she wears that funky hair thing and stuff on her head. But she used her ism or her weakness, and she made it a strength, becoming more mystical in the way people perceive her. And the same thing with Taylor. She's always kind of talking about her personal shiz or whatever, and she always turns it into something positive. So Shake It Off was just a really funny video for me to take something and twist it and be a spin doctor and throw it back on the people that are making fun of her. So that's one of the songs, and it's catchy. Come on, the girl's got a lot of catchy tunes. And she's cute.
That's what they don't see. That's what they don't see. Sunset time.
There we go.
Every beautiful thought's been already sung.
Nice. Good emotion.
But right now, I guess here's another one. Your melody will play.
Cool hair. It looks like she's sitting in a flat in London somewhere. The audio is up and down on these tracks. Cool. Wait a minute, they're gonna put Britney in here, the queen of auto-tune? Oh, we gotta see this one. Let's check this out.
Why carry on without me? And every time I try,
No offense, but that's pretty bloody awful.
my wings, I feel so small. I guess I need you. But now I know that life doesn't always go my way. Yeah, but it's spinning like a
I don't know. I think the Mouseketeers launched Justin Timberlake and, Christina Aguilera and Britney and stuff. You're right. It may not be auto-tune, but that doesn't mean it's good either. Anyway, let's continue.
Feels like you got me going insane. I can't get enough, so let me get it up. Ooh, looks like we're alone now. You ain't gotta be scared, we're grown now. I'ma hit the frost on ya, let's get it blazing.
Blazing. I'll do it for you, Brittany. I'll help you out. Anyway, guys, hopefully you like what you heard. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And I have a singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. And we break all this stuff down, and I teach you guys how to do it the way I would do it if I was doing it. We have a lot of videos. We got some 700 videos now on YouTube, or 650, something like that. And we've got a lot more coming your way. So if you like what you heard, again, please like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button. That will actually take you to another page where you want to click on the bell icon, and it opens up a menu, and the menu has notifications on it where there's a little box you can check where it says send me all notifications for this channel. Check the box and then click the save button and you'll get notifications from me every time I have a cool video come out. Okay? Thanks guys. Peace out.